I forgot to.
10 seconds.
All right, hello everyone. We are here into the draft. It is going to be Carleton Ravens Black versus Brian thinks he's going to carry. I'm assuming one of their players is Brian.
I'm assuming it's probably their carry player. We'll see. Carry or mid player. It's got to be. Unless I don't think support players really think they're going to carry the game. I'm assuming it's probably their carry player. We'll see. Very dead meme.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, man. All right, so what do we got here? Going into the draft, the Bane ban and the Night Stalker ban. I think Night Stalker's still very powerful right now.
Yep,
I've used
definitely agree.
Used them a number of times myself. I never play Roamer, but when I do, I usually go for the Night Stalker.
Yeah. No, Night Stalker is still a very powerful hero. They nerfed his daytime again, which makes sense. I'm glad they don't really touch his nighttime at all, but he obviously got hit with during daytime, he basically has nighttime vision. So he's really blind in the day. But, I mean, he's still a powerful hero. At nighttime, he still does what he's supposed to do. So the hero is great. And, of course, he has late game potential as well. The Aegean Scepter goes in and out of popularity. And I think right now it's definitely out of popularity. Night Stalkers has been building kind of into carry late game, and which is actually insanely viable. I believe he has like a talent which gives like 250 attack speed at night at level 25. So if you can get there, you're like truly late game hero.
Now, why is the Aghanim fallen out? I know that, that used to be the go-to thing on him. The ability to deward and control the map was so vital that it was almost rushed on him. It felt like, or if not rushed, but you get what I'm saying. So why is that vision game sort of not the deal anymore? Golgi, I think you're muted.
Oh, I did accidentally touch my mute button. So yeah, I think the game has been kind of transitioning towards a side where, yeah, the vision isn't as important anymore. Teams kind of like farm more out in the open and things like that, and there aren't like smokes are plentiful. I don't exactly know why per se. I think it's more that they don't want to waste 4,200 gold on an item that just gives vision and pretty mediocre stats. And Night Stalker, it's just that it's more powerful to have another core on your team that can do damage rather than Night Stalker just being a vision hero, because he really doesn't do any damage if he goes against Scepter.
Yes, very true. Almost no damage.
So rather than that, he can be like an BKB, which lets him go into the backlines and really harass the enemy supports and stuff like that during team fights. So it makes him a better team fighting hero, but of course, worse of a, kind of a, I don't exactly know what to call it, the footsies game, the kind of what happens in between, fights where people are trying to position themselves and to figure out, gain vision advantage and advantage and stuff like that.
So do you remember that bug a while ago where if you pull up the settings, it would like cause the dire to be all dark?
Yeah.
Well, now if you do that, it'll cause the Radiant to do the mannequin challenge.
Oh, they're just frozen?
They're sitting perfectly still.
Well, usually it fixes itself when they pick the next hero.
That is correct, yes. And that has been happening.
So Jakiro just floating. I mean, I guess he just floats. He doesn't really flap very often. It's a very aerodynamic dragon. So over on the Calpoli side, we have Clockwork Shadow Fiend. It's a popular cheese combo, if you can even call it cheesy.
Pretty gross.
Yeah, it's an insanely good combo.
Real crusty.
Yeah, quite crusty.
5 seconds.
And I mean, it's a combo that, Shadow Fiend has becoming, I think, one of the most popular mid laners.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, definitely back in a different style too. He's a magic hero now. They like really are going to magic build, especially with the increasing damage of the shadow raises that you gain per stack. And
he is an int hero, is he not? Or is he agi? He's agi.
He's
right?
agi.
Yeah,
he's agi.
Of course.
So he scales into late game really well with that, additional armor, and obviously, he can still right click quite well because he gets attack speed just naturally. So of course he's always gonna be slightly hybrid. And I remember, I think last week I was casting with Carleton, and both games, I think all 3 games had a first pick Clockwork. and the other team picked Shadow Fiend in response. So it was a first pick Clockwork into an enemy team picking a first pick Shadow Fiend.
10
Just
seconds
to make sure they didn't get it.
Yeah, just to make sure they didn't get it. And like,
5 seconds
I kind of agree with that.
remaining.
It seems like a weird to pick your mid first, but
Radiant
to deny the enemy's Clockwork Shadow Fiend combo, it made sense to me in a lot of ways. And in one of those games, it's insane. I think Shadow Fiend at level 25 gets like 50% cooldown reduction talent, which is absolutely crazy. And in the game, we had a Shadow Fiend that got the talent,
10 seconds
got an
remaining.
Octarine Core, and got an Arcane Rune. And went to the
Oh
Oh my
Roshan.
god.
Yeah, and went to the Roshan and got 30 stacks of Shadow Raises on it. Because you can get as many stacks of the
What
debuff.
the hell?
Yeah, just constant raises. Just boom, 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 boom. It's crazy. Like the first time I've ever seen that. I didn't even know that was a possibility.
I mean, yeah, that's the dream, right? Is having a cooldown reduction talent, getting an Octarine, and then bottling up or just grabbing an Arcane Rune.
Yeah.
Dire team pick.
Just basically no like cooldown. He, I believe, had like a 2-second blink dagger.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like getting hit puts his blink dagger on a longer cooldown than just using blink, which is nuts. Because getting hit isn't considered a cooldown, so your cooldown reduction doesn't affect that. Because that would be actually super OP. Octane Core would be so good if you
Oh,
can reduce
yeah.
the like cooldown of getting hit on the blink dagger. So thankfully, that's unaffected.
And there's the only other kind of interaction mechanic that is similar to that is Monkey King's not Primal Spring, but his get up into the trees, right?
Yeah, that shouldn't be affected by cooldown either. Yeah, what is that called? Tree dance. That's what that's called. So Witch Doctor coming out here, also a very good hero with Clockwork. Clockwork has a lot of synergies. This game, it's not like it's hard to synergize with Clockwork, but it's always nice to see it. Obviously, Clockwork and Witch Doctor can roam together. Clockwork lands a hook shot, Witch Doctor lands a Maledict, and then the Death Ward, and then that's a kill every single time.
Yeah, Clock and Witch Doctor is like the poor man's Witch Doctor faceless.
10
It is definitely less committal. And Dragon Knight being picked up for Carleton, I can see where they're going for it here because they want someone tanky mid because there's going to be a lot of aggression coming out from Witch Doctor and Clockwork. Witch Doctor is definitely one of the most aggressive position 5s, I think.
They've also Carlton's got a lot of push here with wards, Liquid Fire, and the Dragon Knight now getting picked up. So I think Carlton's going to be playing a pretty heavy push lineup.
Yeah, and
they already
great
are.
pick. Yeah, Underlord, great pick in response to that. Obviously, he has lane clear, and also he has the anti-split push with the
5 seconds
global
remaining.
Nether
TP for
Rift
team.
or whatever,
Dire
Dark Rift.
team ban.
Yeah, more push, Bristleback to be able to frontline.
Tank towers, clear waves.
And Carlton's team is just in general all super tanky. Only one that's squishy is Shadow Shaman, but he can just drop his wards and his job is kind of done for the fight. Of course, they Shadow Shaman that can stay alive and land like bunch of hexes and shackles is just bonus. But yeah, Shadow Shaman might not have a great game here, although he has a lot of frontliners that can help him. We'll see how effective Clockwork is going to be at disrupting the Shadow Shaman.
Carlton's does have a lot of stun hex, all that good stuff right here with their 3 intro heroes, but Coconut can be an insanely effective crowd control tool.
It is, yeah. Thankfully, there aren't a lot of melee heroes on Carleton. Of course, Dragon Knight is going to be a range form while they're pushing. Hopefully, it is, so they can hopefully position themselves around the Coconut so they don't get basically shackle shotted, which is the dream for Witch Doctor. So final picks coming out. So I'm assuming Carleton is going to be looking for, I don't know actually. I don't know where this Bristleback is going to go. Probably the off lane, but he might go a safe lane. So they're kind of open on that one. I think he's going off lane, so probably a safe laner here. And Calpoli looking for a safe laner of their own.
If they're going to ban up the Sven while or Carleton bans up the Sven while, yeah.
Interesting.
Polly banning out that Tinker. I mean, Tinker's annoying.
But Dragon Knight, I feel like kind of has to go mid. There's like no other lane for him. Oh, Juggernaut, of course, the classic way to round out your push with a team-wide heal. Lifestealer getting picked. I mean, it makes sense. There's 2 strength heroes, 2 strength cores over on Carleton. The Lifestealer can do a lot into, and he has obviously the clockwork body to jump into. Of course, obviously jumping into a clockwork can be a risky ordeal at times, but there is no BKB piercing stuns over on Carleton, so Lifestealer should be fine if he pops out of clockwork and pops rage immediately.
Yeah, they're gonna have a very hard time dealing with that. Unless Juggernaut gets an Abyssal, which would be very, very far into the map. They have really no response to that.
Actually, I like both teams here. I like favoring the push draft. I just like push drafts a lot because it's a very easy thing to do. Of course, even you can lose your lane somewhat, and push drafts can always come back to win in the mid game if they can hit their timings and make sure to know how their momentum and never overextend. So I'm gonna actually kind of give it to the underdogs here. I do like their draft. Of course, we have to keep a close eye on this mid lane here because this Shadow Fiend is going to get off to a great start.
Oh, whoops, hold on. My OBS is being a little silly.
Yeah, we see in the base already only 1 stack of Necromastery on Brand, so they kind of failed the first rotation. Okay, here it goes. Another one. They can get 3. They don't, not exactly coordinated perfectly, but he has 2 souls now. Oh, interesting. Okay, I thought he already had 1. Alright, go again.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. They're getting better.
Yeah,
They're getting better.
easy
3.
peasy.
Yeah, they can do 1 more. Or maybe 2 more, actually. I know if they do 2 more, they're definitely going to miss out on runes. So probably move out after this. Yeah, they got it. They got it this time. Bam.
2 seconds to battle.
And away they go. 8 souls. Perfect. That's a great start.
Yep. He actually has a normal hero attack damage.
I'm trying to remember who it is. I think Ursa has a pretty insanely low base damage.
Yeah, not as bad as Shadow Fiend, but yeah, he's pretty low. Oh, there's a smoke here though on the
yeah,
they actually find clockwork.
There we go. Hold on to clockwork. He's gonna get spun up, walks right into the ice path. Lil Bear, see ya. Oh, Brian Muffin still gets the bounty rune.
Yeah, he knew what he could do. But yeah, very smart recognition there by Carleton because they recognize the fact that they're definitely going doing the clockwork strategy. So of course, obviously the biggest weakness is going to be that they're going to be really slow on the rollout.
Wait a minute, Golgi. Shadow Fiend has 10 denies.
Yeah, only shows 8 souls. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, yeah, something's off. I don't know why he doesn't have. Did
he not skill it?
Oh, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. He forgot. That's the only way. I mean, he's just missing out on a little bit of damage. I mean, little bit can go a long way, obviously, as we know in the game of Dota. In the mid, Clockwork puzzles the game, and he's hiding out here. It's going to be a tough kill going to Dragon Knight if they do attempt it. So we do have a DC here over on File Transfer Jutsu on the Underlord. Actually, this is a good time to introduce these players.
Oh yeah, here on the Radiant, which is going to be Cal Poly SLO, is that right? No, sorry, this is Carleton.
It's Carleton.
It is going to be D. Kells on the Dragon Knight. We have Super Saiyan 2 on the Juggernaut. Bristleback will be played by Bean. Sumi is going to be on our Jakiro. And finally, Johnny Sins on the Shadow Shaman.
And very quickly, over on Calpoly SLO, we have Lil Bear on Clockwork. We have Papa Bless on Lifestealer. We have Brand Muffin on the Shadow Fiend. File Transfer Jutsu, who is kind of getting ganked right now in the bot lane playing the Underlord.
Very much so. Spun up. He is going down.
And finally, we have What's-His-Face in the top lane playing the Witch Doctor, chasing after that Bristleback.
You can't just say that. What's the actual player's name?
I don't know. What's-His-Face? You know.
Rude as usual, Goldie. Alright, looking at these lanes, how are they going to shape up? Looks like we've got a...
Ooh, DKells actually, it's a triple raise in the mid lane.
Ow.
Yeah, that hurts. Your armor is gonna help you from that.
Yeah,
Well,
Brand's...
he does regen quickly though.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna be tough lane. This is gonna be really tough lane.
Yeah, Bran is getting... He's almost... There you go. Bottle shipping out now.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend can really harass out like melee laners out of the lane if he kind of gets some momentum.
Yeah, even Dragon Knight's armor and regen can't really stack up to him if he gets a lot of necro stacks, and then, you know, if he's got some good raises ready.
And also, you know, it puts you in the awkward situation because you never want to go into a melee range of Shadow Fiend unless you know you're going to kill it, right? Because then it's a very easy triple raise. And sometimes you can get into an awkward situation where you have to surrender kills just so Shadow Fiend can't posture up on you. Huh? You know what's interesting? If you get last hits, oh, meanwhile,
Man, yeah, that was deep.
Papa Bless actually.
Oh, you sons of bitches! Now
So,
Clockwork
something
getting
interesting-
held under some cogs, his own cogs.
Man, I am
as well,
off my
jeez.
game. So, okay, to finish my statement, so something interesting is when Shadow Fiend
Hold on,
illusion
Bean's going
last
deep onto what's his face. No, he's gonna get slowed up. Actually, he had so many stacks on him with Quill Spray. Okay, finish your statement. Go.
Papa Bless not helping out there. Yeah, okay, real quickly. So when Shadow Fiend illusions last hit, they gain a Necromastery stack and gain additional damage on the illusion.
Wait, the illusion gets it too?
Yep, the illusion gets a Necromaster stack, not the actual Shadow
Oh,
Fiend.
when the illusions get the last hit.
Yes, when illusions last hit, the illusions get stronger by getting a Necromaster stack.
Oh, that's silly.
Okay, wow, fuck. Trying to say that I missed 3 kills. Thankfully, we've caught 2 of them.
I caught one of them.
Well, at least you
I don't
caught
know
one.
what killed Poppin' Blast. Bean's gonna start getting smacked
Poppin'
up
Blast
here.
got
Open
died
wounds.
to the tower. Because they dove
Oh,
Bean
yeah.
under tower, and he just took too many tower shots.
Okay, yeah, he must that last shot
Ooh.
must have been in the air because it was there forever. Bean now he's gonna
Mid
eat a
lane.
coconut. Oh, that canceled his salve. Mid lane DK almost goes down. Now Nice Cog's gonna block out Bristleback, and Bean goes down. They flick that Bean.
Yeah, Decals ate another triple raise there. But yeah, Maledict is a great spell against tanky heroes, and he is maxing out first as well. 2 points into Maledict right now. He builds a lot of damage. Sumi coming up here to assist a little bit. Bean's gonna find 3 people though.
He gets maledicted though, and another set of cogs is gonna block him out. Now he has to make the long way around while Maledict's stacking up on him. They get a open wounds onto him. He'll do a good amount of damage with the quill sprays, but will go down in the end.
And
Like
Sumi
that,
not
not
being able
connected.
to help at all. He just kind of had to watch that. It's a very awkward positioning from coming from Sumi, and these lanes looking really awkward. Bot lane now, been on to
Yep.
Falcon to do so.
He's gonna try and just fight into Super Saiyan. He gets a couple more, but he will not go down to the burn damage. Oh, he pops the salve a little too early, Super Saiyan. You was fine, girl.
And at least he has the healing ward to kind of correct the
Top him
mistake.
off.
Mid lane now. Don't have an action.
Bran Muffin, yeah, taking quite a bit of damage here. Doesn't have any bottle up. Oh, but Lil Bear is here. God, this Clockwork has been annoying as hell.
Yeah, Bremov
Lil
missed
Bear
the
has
first
cogs
raise.
soon.
Oh,
Oh,
what's
they're
his
gonna
face
chase
is
him
it too?
right into what's his face. They're not even gonna use cogs. Oh, I was gonna say they're not even gonna use cogs. They don't need it. As they drop him. Now Poppin' Blast getting chased down under tower. One more quill spray will do it. It gets him, but Bean is getting beat up by that tower. Get a nice path onto what's his face. Sumi takes some tower shots as well. Won't be able to get another kill out of that.
That just shows you the power of Bristleback at times, right? You kill him like, how many times? Like this is the 4th time he died in lane. And Lifestealer isn't getting fed, but still you leave Lifestealer alone in lane and he just dies. Just like that.
Little Bear
Mid
coming
lane
back
now
around.
again.
Brand Muffin, yeah, Decals looks a little confident here, but Lil Bear's gonna come in. He's got the battery assault going, but no cogs this time around, so Brand Muffin probably going to just by drops a couple raises. They are going to be able to block him out with an Ice Path. Brand Muffin making his way back. One more dot will be able to do it. The dual breath will not connect. Now they get a Hex onto Lil Bear. Lil Bear, you are the sacrificial lamb. What's his face? He's gonna throw a coconut. Oh, it's gonna kill DKels, and Little Bear makes it out of there. Disastrous. Sumi could go down. One more shot. Oh, what's his face doesn't get his self canceled. Uphill miss on Johnny Sims, or his Clarity, excuse me.
Unfortunate events there. Oh, weird. Sumi also going for the first item Soul Ring on the Jakiro. Haven't really seen that build before.
It looks like he's going for the Tranquil Boots, so he'll have plenty of mana to dual breath it up.
Yeah.
But he's got 2 points into Liquid Fire.
Yeah, this build doesn't make sense to me. If you're gonna go for the early Soul Ring, kind of go for the dual breath, right? Yeah, it seems a little bit questionable. But either way, yeah, just something very interesting in the mid lane. Of course, it didn't happen to matter very much, but Lil Bear using that cogs in the top, which he didn't need to, meant he had not enough mana to use the cogs for that last gank. So if he actually didn't use it there, that might actually kill DKels with less trouble. So those kind of like little mana efficiencies do kind of come into play like that. There was going to be a little bit gank in the bot lane, but Super Saiyan 2 recognized that and he just TP's top. Lil Bear immediately rotates top lane as well. This Clockwork has been so active around the map.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He doesn't. I don't know if he wants to get caught in cogs with a level 6 Juggernaut, but
no, definitely not.
Bean's here too, being as annoying as he can.
Yeah, this Juggernaut is pretty strong right now. 3-0-1. Oh, nice stun coming up from Sumi in the side lane and an Omni Slash. Well done.
Under tower, he's going to be able to clean up that life stealer now. Sumi is caught inside the cog. Super Saiyan spin it up onto What's-His-Face right now. What's-His-Face probably going to go down. Sumi, though, will pay for it with his life. Bean going to be able to get some last few Quill Sprays here. Lil Bear as well. They're going to dive for the tower. No, they aren't going to do it. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, looks like they're able to get another kill onto Underlord.
I don't know. I would have definitely doped that. I think that was an easy kill onto Lil Bear. But they decided to play on the safe side. I mean, the thing was they knew Shadow Fiend was mid. They knew the offlaner was dead. And they were free to go on that Clockwork with that Bristleback tank from the tower. Decides to play it safe. I mean, they're doing pretty well right now. 10 kills to 7. Of course, still kind of behind on CS. So they're a little bit behind on net worth, but not that bad. Now on the top lane. Oh, what is this?
Spin TP!
Juggernaut being Juggernaut.
Your bubble hearth of the Dota world.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I kind of like slows down Juggernaut's farm a little bit. They kind of need to slow him down. He is making way to that battlefield quite quickly. There might be 3 Soul Rings this game over on Carleton. Actually, Bristleback deciding not to go for the Soul Ring.
He's gonna start chasing out Underlord. Underlord immediately just pops the rift. Oh, it cancels it.
Oh, that means Bean might be able to go. Oh no, his stacks ran off though. Because he thought he was gone, so he stopped chasing him. Johnny Sims trying to come in, but yeah, they won't be taking tower for that long. Mid lane now.
Yeah, mid lane, we get a dual breath and dragon form pop decals. They're gonna spin down on Brand Muffin, taking him out. Now What's-His-Face is getting body blocked up pretty hard. Will not be able to. No, one more shot is all it's gonna take. He's gonna start ticking down to the poison, but he's got the heal that he needs. Lil Bear doing a good distraction there, keeping him off of him as much as they can, and he's even gonna be able to make it away. God, this boy is fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of fed right now. I mean, he's been involved in 5 kills on the Clockwork already by 11 minutes. So he had a Tranquil Boots and already a kind of naturally fast hero. But now, Carleton's going to do what the team is made to do. That's the first Snake Force being coming in the mid lane.
Oh, they're getting beat up by some creeps in the tower, though. Already lost 1.5. Oh, they get an Ice Path onto What's-His-Face now. The TPs are coming in. They're going to try and stop this. Lil Bear, he gets Omni Slashed up into all the CC in the world. They did deliver out his items, it looks like, but still the damage is going hard into the tower. They're trying to clean up these wards as quick as they can. Still taking quite a bit of damage, and they've got one more. There we go. It's in deny range. They want to be able to get this deny as much as they can. Oh, Brand Muffin's going to be able to do it. Steals that out from under the siege creep. But that will be the mid-tier one down. That is quite good to have at this point. Johnny Sims is so dead. Maledict straight into the Death Ward. Ate him quite a lot. Lil Bear's going to get his hook shot. Yep, he's going to catch him. He's trying to cast his Ice Path, but he's just doing a little dance.
I think Sumi is probably... I'm going on a limb saying Sumi is probably their lowest MMR player over on the Carleton team. His positioning is always kind of off. Like during the entire push, he got no liquid fires into the tower because he was positioning himself under that kind of like passageway under that tower of the Dire Tier 1. Yeah, rather than actually, you know, along in the front of it where his entire team was. So there was really no point of him being there. If they were doing the liquid fires on it, they probably could take it down a lot quicker because, of course, it slows down the tower attack speed as well, which means they might have more health there to be able to take a fight after the tower being taken down.
Yep. Ooh, file transfer. Looks like he is getting scouted out right now. Bristlebat Bean and Johnny Sims coming in. He's going to drop the rift and just make his way on out of there.
Do a considerable amount of damage to Beam before he says goodbye. Yeah, Underlord. He's a hard hero to kill. He's tanky, got the Aether Fiora, on top of that has a uncancelable TP.
They forced a ton of rotations here for the bottom, and they're just going to back out. Probably take these guys elsewhere. Johnny Sims, he does have his wards up. If he was able to, if he were to TP right now, I think they'd have a pretty good shot at another tower. Bean is already going to head to the top.
Yeah, Dragon Form also online as on decals as well if they want to make that rotation as well.
Smee picks up his level 6.
Oh, the hookshot misses. Wow.
Oh no, they're going to be able to catch Super Saiyan. He's able to spin away from the pit. Now, a Ice Path into the Macro Pyre. They've got a couple, but Cog's going to cancel that shackle now. They're just making their way away. They've got What's-His-Face healing him up, and they are going to be just fine. Oh, they committed the Dragon Form. Here they go. They've got a stun into Clockwork. They're shackling him up into the Dual Breath. Get him as well. That's one down. Now they're going to pressure the tower. They've got the wards, and Dragon Form is committed, so...
Yeah.
Cal Poly will need to commit or get something else out of the map. They've already got Brand Muffin trying to clear the wave. They're going to be able to stop him from Shadow Raising with a with that fortification that they use. But here comes the damage. Decals is already throwing it up. Johnny Sims doesn't have the mana, and I don't think they'd want him to use it right now anyway. Once again, where did Jakiro go?
Deny again.
Denied again. Jakiro, though, left for the mid?
Yeah, he
stopped to stop Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. Which does make sense, but that deny again, and those last hits really matter, and that's a lot of money kind of getting taken away from Carleton, especially on push strat.
They're gonna get him with the Ice Path, but now he's getting chased down. Johnny Sims, he's got his Tranquil Boots. Pop and Blast is pretty quick with his Phase Boots, and he'll make it back to the relative safety of that tower.
Yeah. Like, the difference between them not getting those last hits are like Super Saiyan having his Battle Fury done right now and not doing it right.
Ooh, Hookshot is gonna hit onto a creep, but he's still able to chase down DJ Kells. Oh, he jukes him!
I guess it lasted as well.
Medic on the field, Lil Bear is gonna need some attention for that ankle he just broke with how hard he got juked.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, Juggernaut gets taken down in the bot lane.
That's a lot of money. 7 kill streak going down there. That was solo kill. Witchhunter was by himself.
Maledict Death Ward, baby.
Yeah, what happened? Oh, how did he get... Oh, it was here. It was here. It wasn't the Radiant jungle camp where the Dire Ward is?
He must have got... I bet he was waiting here
now.
Until there was one creep left, and then he just threw the coconut.
Yeah,
DJ Kells gonna get a coconut in the face. There we go, Lil Bear. He's got no cogs, but it didn't matter. They are not going to need it. Brand Muffin's got DD. Going to smash down this wave of creeps, and they are ready sort of to counter this tower on their own. Fortification already used. They should have no problems taking this without a response.
That kill also means Super Saiyan's Battle Fury is still not done yet. Should have been done like a couple of minutes ago if things went his way, really. Mid lane now getting taken by Carleton. No response here by Carleton. I don't know what they're doing. Just letting them take that doesn't make really sense to me in this kind of lineup.
Ooh, what's his face? Finds Sumi. He just walks right past him. He's gonna go in the back here. Maybe see if he can find the Shadow Shaman. What? Oh, they're all coming in. What's his face is gonna be the early warning radar system. Hookshot goes forward. It's gonna catch Johnny Sims. They get the hex out onto Clockwork, but now the rest of them are coming in. Maledict onto Johnny Sims. They're gonna be able to blow him up, catching this Clockwork. Now this Bristleback into the pit, into the Death Ward. Now they're gonna go down. He won't be. Oh, he kills the Lifestealer in his death throes. We'll use the Rift just to get a couple out of here. Actually, he cancels it. Says no thanks, boys. Why don't you just keep healing me up? What's his face? Gives him a little bit of mana boots, keep him topped off, and, you know, keep that going, buddy.
Yeah, unfortunately for that fight, Decals just had used his TP scroll to get back to the mid lane because he just respawned. So he wasn't able to TP up there to help his team. Same deal for Super Saiyan
Man,
as well. He
Tier
TP
2
bot
took way more damage than I was expecting it to, Super Saiyan. If they hadn't used their Rift and in a position where they kind of didn't want to. Oh, Shadowblade coming in, Brand Muffin. They're going to throw the Ice Path on a Little Bear, and Brand Muffin is just going to ditch him.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty sad moment. Brand Muffin actually could have committed for a Requiem of Souls combo there with the Shadowblade because Dragon Knight was just standing on top of him, auto-attacking. But decides to play it safe. I mean, that man, he probably would have died immediately after.
Johnny Sims not committing the Serpent Wards again, and I'm fine with this. They're getting a lot with no response, so they're going to maybe see if they can press their luck onto the Tier 2, and then they will drop the wards.
Yeah, didn't use Dragon Form either, so they have both their pushing abilities up right now.
Sumi, get over there. They need your fire.
Yeah, why not keep pushing? Why not keep pushing? They just want to get some words up, I guess. But I think they definitely push this. Dragon Form, man. Doesn't want to keep the Dragon Form or the Serpent.
Oh, Johnny Sims, yeah, doesn't have any points of Ether Shock.
Weird, you're right. 4-point Hex, 4-point Shackles, max CC build. Ether Shock one of the best damage.
Hookshot's gonna come through, it connects. Now the rest of them are coming in. Cal Poly is running in. Requiem is gonna start wrecking while they all stand in the Macro Pyre and say, oh, it tickles a little, I guess. Bristleback gonna be taken down as well. 4-man swing, losing only the Witch Doctor.
I almost took that Tier 2. Well, unfortunately, that Tier 2 is still left standing. Even in deny range, if they want to go for it, yeah, they're going to deny it as well.
Oh, no, Brand Muffin decides against it.
Oh? Okay. they decide to take it out. So, 3 denies so far here for towers. 3 for 4 on denies. And Super Saiyan wasn't there for the team fight. He probably should have been. Or he should have stuck with his guns and stuck in the bot lane because then he would have taken Tier 2 for himself. It's kind of like showing up late to a team fight isn't exactly what you should be doing. You should either be there to start.
That is one of the most annoying items in the game, I think.
Which item?
Atos.
Atos? Oh, yeah.
Alright, looks like action is going to be slowing here a little bit as Carleton just chills on their side of the map for a bit. As I say that, Johnny Sims is running out being aggressive for some wards.
That was quite aggressive. He actually has no vision up there. So he could have walked right into a Shadow Fiend, but does steal that bounty ring and get out alive. Wow, Soul Ring on Johnny Sims as well. Carleton really likes Soul Ring. I've never seen this many Soul Ring. And it's not really an amazing item on non-strength heroes now. Because it doesn't give you straight up mana regen either.
Yeah, who did they got it on? The Jakiro, the Shadow Shaman,
and Dragon Knight.
Almost got it completed, and then of course the Dragon Knight. Yeah, wow. Wow.
I would expect it, you know, Dragon Knight and Bristleback
of course,
instead of these other two.
Oh, Carlton's gonna smoke up.
Oh, they're gonna run in. This might not be what they're
right
looking
into
for.
Clockwork, yeah. Hoffman Blast is here now. Turns around, Lifestealer gets stunned up right away. But here comes the Maledict. Death Ward is just gonna start going out into this fight. Decal's trying to get that armlet keep alive, but he will go down in the end. Now Sumi, Bristleback, and a Death Queen taking a couple guys out. Super Saiyan was there for the fight. He did not use his Omni Slash just yet, but with 4 of his teammates dead, he is going to make the wise choice to get the hell out of there.
like, again, that fight was so like disorienting. They did not fight it properly. They went up onto the high ground with the smoke with just the Dragon Knight and Jakiro and Shadow Shaman. And they ran into 4 of them. Juggernaut was still farming top, and Bristleback was going down river. And Bristleback was with them when they smoked, but Bristleback decided to use a smoke to go down river instead of go up to the high ground with them. So they kind of fed one at a time into the Death Ward. That didn't really work out for him.
Yeah, he did miss the smoke, unfortunately. Oh, what's his face? He's gonna get found by Bristlebutt. Just gonna straight up TP out. Nothing you can do about that.
No. The game is starting to slip away from Carleton here. They need to stay together as a 5 and push all these other towers, because that will take away the map control away from Carleton. But instead, you know, they just left these 2 tier 2s open, and they stopped fighting as a 5, and instead just kind of
Witch Doctor's having a good time. He is, oh, they got another tower deny out here.
Wow.
They're losing a lot of material, objective material here, but it's with this many denies, I mean...
4 out of 5 towers being denied, that really does hurt. But they do get map advantage thanks to this, so at least there's that. But they haven't really protected their towers incredibly well either, so all their tier 1s down at this point as well. Would have loved to keep that tier 1 out in the mid.
They're going to get a hook shot onto Johnny Sins and just take him down immediately. They throw the ice path, and they're going to continue in. Bean is running in, but they're going to get stopped by the pit. Into Super Saiyan, going to have to spin out of there thanks to that annoying-ass Atos.
Yeah.
And Brand Muffin now.
Within the pit. That's crazy.
More firestorms, more pit latches. Horrible. Disgusting. Crusty.
So we do have Brand going for this right-click build here. Although he did take the Temperance spell amplification, I mean that's a nuts amount of spell amplification, that's why he takes that. But he's going for the
He's going to get open moves onto him. Lifesteal didn't pop rage yet, but here he goes. Now going to try and fight away into Shakira. The coconut's just bouncing in the back line. Omni Slash gets used on a pop and blast. He's making his way away. Super Saiyan cannot commit to that. Continuing, Lil Bear gets caught inside of the cogs. With Bean, but he pops it and makes his way out. Now they get a shackle onto Witch Doctor. They're trying to get him. They're going to use the Team TP on out of there, and away they go. I think they could have got more out of that, but I think I'm fine with that retreat call. They got thrown out.
Decals and Beans were both very low, so it was a iffy call, but their lifestealer was also very low as well. So, I think it's okay for their team to play it safe. Definitely, their lineup is made better for playing safe rather than Carleton, who really do need to push the pace with their team lineup.
Yep. Carleton, they committed their Dragon Form for that fight as well, so I like that they're already moving out on this map and trying to make something happen with it at the tier 2. Unfortunately, the creep wave is just getting cleaned up.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend is quite good at that. Well, has a BKB finish now as well on that Shadow Fiend.
He's gonna get the stun onto Shadow Fiend, but Shadow Fiend gets his Shadow Blade out in time. Johnny Sins has got an Invis rune and is just looking for the prime target. Is it gonna be Brand Muffin?
Brandon is playing it very safe here, very wisely. Invis rune still has core duration.
They could absolutely dump Brand Muffin out if the team... I guess it would be too obvious if they went past this catapult.
Yeah. If Brand is playing it that safe, there's no way he's going to play more aggressively if people walk in forward. Looks like Lil Bear looking for a kill onto the Juggernaut. He has the Infest within him. Shot coming in.
Gonna connect now. Thrown into Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan starts the TP, but they've got the Death Ward, everything they need. All the physical damage in the world.
Yeah. Everything but the kitchen sink. Goes right at the Juggernaut's head. And was it kind of questionable if they needed the Death Ward or not, but definitely worth committing there for the position 1 kill. And that gets him level 15 as well. Oh my god, level 26 minutes, 15 minutes, level 15 position 5. He has 120 gold per minute talent already.
Yeah, he's a happy boy. He has been doing so well. He's already halfway to his Aghanims. Actually, more than halfway. will be with that talent. Will be there so quickly.
Yeah. Like getting those kind of gold per minute talents on supports like early is nuts because usually you don't have the opportunity to get it this early, but getting it 26 minutes very.
And I know the first tome went to Clockwork, so he didn't even have. He's had at most only one tome.
Yeah, he's ahead of Clockwork in XP as well, even with the tome differences.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, the hookshot barely misses decals with a good
Johnny
sense.
Sims, he's gonna get absolutely caught here.
Well done by decals, being able to blink away from that hook shot, but Shadow Shaman not as fortunate there. I still think this Soul Ring is a big waste of money on the Shadow Shaman. If you really need the mana regeneration, just the Stages Mask will have done the work, and you can turn that into a or just an Void Stone. You could turn that into a Yule's later on if you want to.
He's gonna get the open wounds under Bristleback. They're trying to take him down, but Pop and Blast has got the ice path. Now Fit gonna grab two of them, but Pop and Blast makes his way back. Brand Muffin beats away at the tower in the meantime, and that'll be one more outer objective remaining here for Cal Poly. Cal Poly slow. They are playing this game slow.
Yeah, the pushers are getting pushed, and yeah, Cal Poly is playing just like just the way they need to. Oh, the hook shot!
They get a hook shot into Juggernaut, immediately smash, and now Omni Slash is going out. Little Bear taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to spin up onto them, but Super Saiyan is caught all by himself. They commit the Death Ward. That'll be more than enough to kill him. We've got to be careful. Shadow Fiend taking so much damage in the front line right now. Shadow Fiend goes down. They're not going to have him for this fight. They use the Rift, and they're going to get everyone else the hell out of dodge.
What a Rift.
Yeah, that was going bad for them, that one. Oh, they still get a kill on Dragonite with a Maledict. Final tick.
Was that like an... Could he have toggled it? I wasn't watching him. He has an armlet, but maybe he had taken too much damage and wasn't able to toggle it. Unfortunate. Yeah, and they were standing on top of that Macro Pyro for such a long time too, trying to wait for the Dark Rift to pop. Surprisingly, but they didn't really end up.
Shadow Fiend didn't pop his VKB there. He's got it done.
Still 10 seconds left. He got that finished like 4 minutes ago. Meanwhile, in the Roshan pit, we have Life Slur trying to go 1v1.
Probably not gonna go so well.
Yeah.
He's not for another 8 minutes.
Feast also doesn't work on Roshan, obviously, because that would be incredible.
he would be the solo Roche Master. They're gonna drop the Macro Pyre. Oh! Jakiro accidentally forced himself into the pit. Now here comes the hook shot. It's gonna connect. Two caught inside of the cogs right now, but they're burning up to the Macro Pyre. Macro Pyre runs out with not a whole significant amount of damage. 3 players down for Carleton.
Again, the team is disjointed. Like, the 3 supports went in, and both the cores just was a little bit too far away. They need to wait for their cores to arrive and kind of go in together if they want to go in and commit.
Yeah, that Roche wasn't in a lot of danger of getting being taken too quickly.
Like, they have a very good team
to
be able to fight against that as well. Jakiro is very good in the Roshan fight. Shadow Shaman also very good, just can drop the set of Master Promote. It gets very hard to respond to it. Bristleback can do a lot as well. So, kind of unfortunate sequence there. And now, push coming in. This might be a high ground push after this tier 2 is completed. They do have the Aegis available to them.
Super Saiyan's still sticking in there in the net where it's not surprising for a Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Battle Fury build, but how these fights have been going, it's going to be another hook shot in with Pop and Blast here onto DJ Kelp. DJ Kelp eating some Coconut Blast, and they've got the Death Ward running as well. Area Denial, he's going to give it the full channel, even as he's taking tower shots. There we go.
Again, Super Saiyan TP'd in. He shouldn't have TP'd in right now. He needs to be pushing the bottom more. Like, push it as long as you can, because right now he's just wasting time, right? He could have TP'd in, like, now, right? And the effect would have been the same. Actually, can he do anything right now without the in that? If he say the bottom, he could have pushed it to tier 3 by now, right? And
at least force him off the high ground push, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, and right now he's just wasting time walking back and forth.
Both teams just posturing up.
Yeah.
No creep wave here, so they won't be able to do anything today. And they're sticking around. They're not ready to back it up. They're just going to clear the creep wave yet again. Wait for their creeps. Take a couple another crack. Oh, yeah, they got to be careful. This hook shot. You when you're a support and dealing with a siege like this, you definitely want to be like standing back in this area. Well, they're up onto the high ground. They've got the tier down. No, they're gonna pop the fortification, and now they throw the ice path. They catch pop and blast. They stun him again, but the force staffs are there. Get him back to safety, and they're gonna use the rift. Get everyone out of there. DK ult was committed, so off we go. No point fighting that.
Yeah, the bottom tower took
still push.
half-life
Oh,
just from cannon creeps. So if Juggernaut just stayed there for just a little bit longer, I think that was a tier 3 kill for them. Or at least they'll have lost less health on their tier 3 because they'll have pushed them off the push. Like he could at least stayed until they were finished with that tier 2 and right in front of their tier 3. He could have waited at least until that long. Because they need the Dragon Knight to initiate, right? Because they don't have Blink Dagger on Shadow Shaman. You don't want Shadow Shaman to initiate anyways. Their only initiator is Dragon Knight.
Radiant's Carleton's gonna scan, but doesn't catch much. We've got Lil Bear and the Life Stealer up, infested, ready to go.
Man, that's a lot of stacks on the Urn of Shadows. 12 stacks for the Clockwork Urn of Shadows. Has he just not had the opportunity to use them? I actually haven't seen.
What's his face is gonna get caught inside the river, but he'll be able to force staff out. He's popped the Glimmer Cape, making his way away, and they saw that Bran Muffin was here, so they're worried about more people. No, DKels is gonna jump in aggressively. They use the hook shot. It's gonna miss now. Oh, Clockwork's got to get out of here. He's hexed up. There's the Shackler as well. Already Pop and Blast just jumps straight out. The Omni Slash gets used, but this gets some time for the rest of the team to get in here. They drop the wards. They use the Requiem, but it doesn't hit that much. Super Saiyan getting right-click down. One more shot is going to do it. And then there he goes. Bean making his way. There's that Atos. Catching him once again. Nice. Ice Path will catch 3 heroes. Death Ward gets used, though. Bean has already got the Maledict on him, so he will go down here. Lil Bear got to be careful, eating a lot of cool sprays. But they get him 3 kills, and they are absolutely ready for a high ground push on another lane with their creep wave right here. Even going to be able to catch the Jakiro in a pit. 4 down. Buybacks get committed from Bean. They still have one on Saiyan. He is going to use it. And now they have to fight Decals. He's got his dragon form up.
Yeah, again, miscommunication there.
They just can't get in. They fought back, but they can't get in here and do anything about it. Decal's gonna pop the dragon form now, trying to do something. Pop and blast. He's gonna get the open wounds on him now. Is chasing him down. Decal's use the dual breath or the dragon's breath, excuse me, onto him. Beating away into the towers. Melee bear or the racks. Melee racks is down. BKB used from Decals. Now they're gonna use the reality rift, and everyone is just gonna get the hell out of here. These rifts have been like always multi-man and just getting them out at the right times.
I think this has been the most efficient Dark Rift I've ever seen, like this game in general. I don't think I've seen Dark Rift used so often and so well every single time.
100% agreed, same here.
I think the difference between these two teams is I think Cal Poly is playing like a competitive team, they're driving together, communicating well together, and I feel like I'm watching Carleton play, and I feel like I'm watching a pub game. You see at the start of that fight, they kind of fudge the kill on that Witch Doctor, and they have a detection for the cloak. Decal's blinking by himself, stuns the Witch Doctor, and then just backs off into the north. While on the south, they're having a lot of fight with the Clockwork.
Oh no, they smoke up. They're trying to get someone, but Zumi not with the group. He's just gonna get caught. Bean is gonna find Bran Muffin, but they don't have any dust. Yes, they will be able to get him with the dust. They jump in Super Saiyan, putting the damage in. They'll be able to take him out of the fight. But what's his face is here, and now they're gonna stare down a Death Ward if they're not too careful. Death Ward goes, it's bouncing around. Bean took Maledict shots, and now they're gonna be able to chase him down right onto the shrine, and they'll be ready to go in a moment. I don't know if they want to go without their Shadow Fiend, but they will not have any problems if they do, I think.
Yeah, I mean, again, like the Jakiro wasn't with the team, and it was a 5-man smoke. Just seems just kind of questionable these kind of communications, and I feel like and not everyone's on the same page when they're doing this type of thing. Their position's a little bit off.
Cal Poly SLO picking themselves up a shrine on the way down to the top barracks. Got the creep wave pushed in, and they've got 2 siege creeps. Oh, look at this wave. This is a wave.
Yeah. Jakira shows up. Gotta dual breath the wave, dude. Gotta use your abilities. That's why they drafted you.
Catapults tacking away at those melee racks. Are gonna have to get them. Oh, it's Juggernaut once into the remnants of the pit. Firestorm, you so annoying. Look at Kells. That's all Firestorm damage.
Yeah. Firestorm is an ability, especially against tanky heroes as well, because it does max HP as burn damage. So more health you have, more damage you're taking.
Lil Bear's looking for a hook. He doesn't have his team with him, so they're not gonna go right now.
18 charges now on Spirit Vessel.
Oh my god.
Just update on the account. I haven't seen him use it. I mean, he's been very efficient this game so far, but I think maybe he forgot that he had a
Spirit Vessel.
Yeah.
I guess maybe he just wants the charges for when just in case they can't get the healing ward. Then when the healing ward goes out, he just starts blasting people with it.
Yeah, I mean, but like 18 is a little bit overkill, right? There's only 5 people in the enemy team.
Maybe he wants 3 engagements in a row. Oh, hook shot's gonna connect.
I mean, it's a great item in this game. Like, even again, just use it against the Dragon Knight, right? Because Dragon Knight has the Dragon's Blood, right?
Yeah.
He just has 30 health regen right now, just standing on nothing, right? So just using that on him can cut down his tankiness quite a bit.
Still not level 20. Once he hits that 20, it'll be even more vital to keep it on him.
Yeah.
For the talent. Oh, Bean. Oh, Bean.
Oh, this is an old aggressive from Bean. Maybe he's given up. This is not right. Oh, there's
No, he's just gonna get bashed up.
Yeah. I mean, I think at this point, Carleton kind of are getting ready for next game. They're probably talking about what went wrong this game and what they can do different next game. Think about the draft and what went wrong here. I honestly think their draft was pretty good. They just kind of lost focus and stopped working as a team kind of, I think, around the 18-minute mark. And they kind of started slipping at that point.
Yeah,
So-
and they didn't capitalize on their draft. As you said, the positioning meant we didn't get a lot of liquid fires on towers, so we ended up seeing a lot of denied towers, which
Yeah.
is not something we want. Pop and Blast is going to jump in, pop the rage, and start beating away at the range racks. We got the vision here. We have Hookshot is waiting in the wings. Not going to use it yet. Omni Slash gets thrown out. They're actually just going to use... No! They debate him. They debate him with the rift. Now they go in aggressively. Pop and Blast are going to be able to catch DKells. DKells Requiem. It's going to hit just barely a couple. Johnny Simpson puts down the ward in a defensive manner, but the racks are already lost. They're going to clean them up with no problem as well. Ice Path catches 2, but they are back to the low ground, and they are ready to take their way out of there. DKells the only casualty of this fight, but the racks get taken. They know they don't need to do anything really now except continue this siege, so away they go to the bot lane. Unfortunately, no creeps there, but they should be able to get some of their other lane creeps into the base and take this final set of racks probably quite easily.
Yeah. Clockwork again infested up. So another thing about I think
Bear, Rocket Flare goes out. He sees Lil Sim or Johnny Sim and he gets him. Oh, Johnny Sim has just made a paper mache in these things.
yeah, like 3 hits on the life stealer. That's all he needs.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
I think Super Saiyan's build is a little bit weird as well. He went for the Battle Fury, then the Blink Dagger, and a very late Sanjin Yasha. I think as a Juggernaut in this game, you need to really get damage here, not go for defensive line like Sanjin Yasha and the BKB. Because your team is there to tank up for you, right? You drafted the Dragon Knight and Bristleback, and drafting, building more tanky items on your single hero that can do damage, I don't think was the right decision. Necropyre getting used a little late. Also kind of a weird direction. Also, that's Macropyre is actually going to do no work in clearing creeps as well. Yeah, that Macropyre was completely wasted. Butterfly now finished by Bran Muffin.
Oh boy. Pop and Blast just keeps running up, rolling the rage, and then backing down. They're gonna use the fortification. They need to commit here. They need to really commit. I mean, otherwise they're
Hail
just,
Mary.
it's just gonna keep happening. Yeah.
Yeah, smoke up. Try to flank them maybe.
Go for the downtown Lester Brown.
Yeah. And there it goes.
Blast. A ice path is gonna cut off the other team, but they just don't go anything with it. Blinking from. They're gonna drop the pit. There goes the Death Ward as well. Bouncing around, doing all the damage in the world. Decals, he's got his BKB up, but that will not help you from Death Ward. 2 buybacks used, 3 buybacks now. They're ready to re-engage, but they're losing their final barracks. Melee is obtained, and GG gets called from Carleton.
Yeah, MVP this game is definitely, I think, the supports over on the Calpoli side. The Clockwork with a 9-5-23 and the Witch Doctor with 12-4 and 26. Those supports did some work in the early game, and even going to the mid game as well. That Witch Doctor getting that solo kill against the Juggernaut, that was, I think, the turning point in the game for me. Juggernaut was on a 7 kill streak there, and you just die in the jungle to a Witch Doctor solo, and Witch Doctor gets a huge amount of money. I think he got like 800 gold from that, and Juggernaut's Battle Fury got delayed by like another 2 minutes thanks to that. So it really slowed down the progress of what Carleton was trying to do.
Yeah, and then that game was kind of a slow, methodical march to an inevitable end, so we really covered the kind of issues we felt like Carleton had at that point. We want to see them regroup, hit back hard in game 2, and see if they can take this to a game 3.
For sure.
All right, so everyone, we're going to take a short break. Take a break yourselves, grab something to drink, grab something to smoke, go to the bathroom, you know.
Do what you need to do.
Do what you got to do. We'll be right back.
Delivered the message. Now what?
Now let's check the second message.
Ready?
Mom, the doctor's deodorant discovery now contains M3. Got that?